Hey everyone, it's Mark. I'm here to help you take control of your life through personal development, smart money habits, and entrepreneurship. If those things sound good to you, then please let me know by clicking the like and subscribe buttons down below. Now, let's talk about the best travel credit cards for beginners. When most people think about the best travel cards, they usually think of an airline credit card like American Airlines or United or Southwest, or they think of a hotel credit card like Marriott or Hilton. And those cards are indeed very good if you get the right ones for your trip. But in general, when you're just starting out as a beginner, you typically don't want to box yourself into a super narrow path. For example, if you get an American Airlines credit card, it's best used for perks like priority boarding or a free checked bag. But I see so many people using their American Airlines credit card as their everyday spend card. So they put everything on it, they just earn American miles, and the only thing that they're actually good for is American flights or American partner airline flights on one of the alliance partners. But in general, that's all you can do. Anything else would not give you great value. So as a beginner, boxing yourself into one specific program is usually not the best idea because it's so inflexible. Plus, the airlines and hotels often change the values of the points all the time. For example, if you go to a hotel that's normally 35,000 points per night, 1 year later it might be 40 or 45,000 points per night. And it may drop over time as well, but those fluctuations happen usually once or twice every year. That's why when you're starting out, I highly recommend you get a credit card that's geared for travel, but gets you into an entire ecosystem. And the difference compared to the ones that are a one-track pony, so to speak, is that when you get one of those entry-level ecosystem cards that breaks you into a whole world of travel, you can use your points on a variety of different airlines, a variety of different hotels, for rental cars, for cruises, a whole bunch of things, and get at least good, if not great value. For the purposes of this video being more of an intro beginner style video, we're going to avoid cards with super high annual fees. We're going to avoid cards with tons of additional perks and credits that you have to use every single year, otherwise you won't get good value. We're also going for maximum flexibility, so you can do a whole lot with even just one card. And like I already mentioned, we're going to make sure that these cards give you access to an ecosystem. With that said, it's time to dive deep into the travel world. The first best travel card for beginners will be the Chase Sapphire Preferred Card. This card earns double points on all travel purchases and dining purchases and 1 point per dollar on everything else. In terms of the perks, Dash Pass is included for at least 1 year at the time of making this video. They may extend it, they may not, but for right now, Dash Pass for 1 year, where you get free delivery, lower fees, and other perks through DoorDash for your food delivery. You also get a special perk with Lyft, that is earning 5 points per dollar at least through March 2022. And there are no foreign transaction fees. So you just saw that this card earns double points in a couple pretty broad categories. But when you go to redeem your points, there's a different value for each of your points depending on how you do it. Let's take a look. So the value of 1 point in Chase's Ultimate Rewards program is about 2 cents each when you redeem for travel using the transfer partners, which I'll show you in just a minute. Basically, you have your Chase account and your other partner travel program, and you just link them together, and the points go from Chase into the other travel partner. When you're not doing huge bulk transfers, it's also a nice way to top off your account. So for example, if you've got about 35,000 Southwest Rapid Rewards points and you need 40,000 for your flight, and you have 5,000 Chase points, just transfer those 5,000 from Chase over to Southwest to make your 35 into 40. And now you can go book your flight on southwest.com. Chase has their own booking portal, just like Expedia or Kayak or Travelocity. You log into your account and can book whatever travel you want through the Chase portal, and your points will be worth 1.25 cents each. And as a last resort, if you redeem your points for cash back, 50,000 points will be worth $500 because each one is worth a penny. Obviously not the best option when you're dealing with a travel-based credit card. Those travel cards are usually best for travel, but nonetheless, I know a lot of people right now might be preferring cash over travel, so I want you to be aware of this option. So there are a bunch of airline and hotel programs that Chase is partnered with. You can take your Ultimate Rewards points earned from the Chase Sapphire Preferred Credit Card and transfer them out to any of these airlines or any of these hotels. Another great travel credit card for beginners is the Citi Premier Credit Card. Let's see what it has to offer. The Citi Premier will give you triple points on all airfare purchases and hotel purchases when you put them directly on the card, triple points on restaurants, triple points on supermarkets, triple points at gas stations, and 1 point per dollar everywhere else. In terms of the perks, like the Chase Sapphire Preferred, there are no foreign transaction fees, but right above that you see this really cool thing called $100 annual hotel credit. Basically all you gotta do for that is book a hotel stay that's $500 or more on that card through Citi's portal, and you'll get $100 off of your stay, and you can use that benefit every single year. So when you see that annual fee of $95, and if you use that hotel credit, right away Citi's already paying you $5 every year just to keep the card, not including the value of any of the points that you're already earning on top of that. Citi's travel points are called ThankYou points, and they also travel to a bunch of partner programs. Before we dive into those, let's see what these points are actually worth. So in general, 1 point when you redeem it for travel by going through one of the transfer partners, you typically might see an average value of around 1.7 cents each. If you go through Citi's portal, you get a flat rate of 1 cent each. And if you're redeemed just for cash back, it's 1/2 of a penny each. So obviously never redeem for cash back unless for some reason you absolutely have to. This is really meant for travel, especially with those transfer partners. Citi has an incredible partner list of airlines, most of which are international. So as you're earning those triple points at all your supermarket, dining, and gas purchases at home, and you're ready for your big international abroad trip, take a look at the airlines that go to where you want to go, and maybe consider transferring your points to one of those programs to help you get there and save a bunch of money in the process. Next up, we have the American Express Green Card. And I'm happy to include this on the list because it used to be one of the worst cards ever. It used to earn just 1 point per dollar and that was it. But now there are a ton of bonus categories, some additional perks that really make traveling a lot better. The card earns triple points on all travel purchases, triple points at restaurants, triple point on transit, which is things like toll roads, Uber, Lyft, cabs, trains, stuff like that, and 1 point per dollar on everywhere else. The perks include a $100 Clear credit, a $100 Lounge Buddy credit, and no foreign transaction fees. So if you're unfamiliar, I'll put a link to both Clear and Lounge Buddy in the description below. In short, Clear is an expedited security program to help you get through the airport security lines faster. And Lounge Buddy is basically a lounge access program inside the airport. You can buy individual day passes, charge them to your green card, and have them reimbursed through the Lounge Buddy app. The annual fee on this card is $150, and of course, if you use both of those credits per year, American Express is essentially paying you $50 every year just to keep the card. The value of one of these membership reward points on average is about 2 cents each when you redeem for travel through transfer partners. If there's not a transfer partner that works for you, or you just don't want to deal with the hassle of it, you want to go straight through the portal, which again functions like an Expedia or a Travelocity, you can go through Amex's portal, book whatever you like at a flat rate of 1 cent per point. And lastly, there's a cashback option at 0.6 cents each. So clearly the value is to be had on the portal, and the best value is going to always be through those transfer partners, most of which are international carriers. And just like Chase, there are a few hotel partners as well. There's Choice Privileges Program, Hilton Honors, and Marriott Bonvoy. Last up, we have the Capital One Venture Card, and this is another card I'm very happy to be able to include here because until recently there were no transfer partners. So the card was kind of average for many, many years, but now it's really become a much more significant program and player in the overall travel space. This card will allow you to earn double points on everything. And that's why a lot of people do love and carry this card with them because it's just so simple. You don't have to remember about which card works best for gas and which one's best for airlines. It's just a flat 2 points per dollar no matter what. You also receive a $100 credit to use toward TSA PreCheck or global entry. And just like all the other cards that we mentioned earlier, there are no foreign transaction fees. The annual fee on this card is $95. Now, Capital One calls their points miles, but they're not really miles. Whenever we use the word miles, we're typically referring to an airline-specific program. These are more like points, but it's just how their marketing team calls their points. So when we're talking about Capital One miles, in general, they're worth 1.4 cents each on average when you redeem them on their transfer partners. They are 1 cent each as a flat rate when you redeem for travel as a statement credit, and 1/2 of a cent each when you redeem for cash back. Now, unlike the other programs that have their own portals to book on, Capital One does things in reverse. Basically, when you're redeeming your points or miles for travel via the statement credit method, You first purchase your flight or your hotel or whatever it is on the card, and then once it posts to your account, you then take your miles and redeem them as a statement credit after the fact to wipe out that transaction. Capital One also has a nice list of transfer partners. There are a bunch of airlines you can see there on the left, and hotel programs, namely Accor and Wyndham Rewards on the right. So there you have it, 4 awesome credit cards that are geared toward travel and gets you into an ecosystem that diversifies your points and allows you to put them wherever the best value is for you. If you enjoyed this video and believe it could benefit others, then please help me get it in front of more people by liking this video, subscribing to the channel, and turning on notifications. I'd also love to hear your thoughts about which card you think is best, or if there's another one that was not in this video that you also recommend, let me know which one it is in those comments below. I'll see you all again very soon, and remember, you are great.